everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and today I wanted to do a little check-in on my project pan. And I gotta be honest, I don't remember any of the products that were on my project pan project. I had to go back to the video and look up what the products even were. I couldn't remember any of them. I don't know, I feel like I have been actively trying to make an effort to finish up these products since that video, but I didn't remember what they were. I don't know. So I did go look it up. I think there were 5 on there, but I know throughout the last few months I have been saying in my videos, I'm gonna throw this in my project pan, or I bet I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna throw it in my project pan. I don't remember what any of those products were either, except one. I remember one specifically. So I'll throw up a picture of the product, how it started from that first video, and then I'll show you how it's doing now. So the first product that I was wanting to focus on panning is the Inkey List Oat Cleansing Balm. Why? Why would I tell myself that I want to use this up? I did a dedicated video on this product and I don't like it particularly at all. It'll be fine as a moisturizing mask, but as a cleansing balm, this is light years away from being anything that I would want to use on a daily basis. Like, why would I tell myself I would want to finish this up? It just feels like a very unfinished formula. It's very chunky. It's just not pleasant to use, and it's very greasy. Like, it leaves a lot of greasy residue behind. So what was I thinking saying that I would put this in the project pan? I think it goes without saying, I haven't finished it. I haven't even used it once since that video, and I don't want to finish this. I don't want to finish it, so I don't know why I told myself I would do that. You know what I'm going to use this for? A nighttime foot moisturizer, because this actually feels nice as a mask because it's very greasy and hydrating and moisturizing. I think I might use this as like a moisturizer on my feet. We'll try to use it up that way, but I can't believe I was crazy enough to say that I want to finish that up. Okay. The next product is a bronzer. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Bronzer. I did make a little progress on this one, and I forgot that it was in there until I looked it up, and I thought, oh yeah, I was supposed to be working on this. I did make a dent in it. I've expanded the pan a lot. I made a little bit of baby pan right there. I love this so much, and I found that I was using it so much, and I was like, oh my god, no. I'm gonna use it up too fast and then it's gonna be gone. So I stopped using it, I put it away. But I feel like I am gonna finish this throughout the year. I gave myself the project pan to work on through the whole entire year, so I don't have a deadline on this other than December 31st. And it's very thin, like there's not a lot left in here. I've used this a lot since I've had it. I know that I will finish this if I keep putting it in my drawer and knowing that I should reach for it at least a couple times a week. I feel like I would be able to finish this up. So I love it so much. It was the first product I ever tried from Ulta Beauty, and I fell in love with it, and I fell in love with the brand. And anyway, love the bronzer a lot, and I'm looking forward to finishing it up because I've never finished up a bronzer, but I don't want it to be gone because I love it so much, but I know I'm gonna keep the packaging. I just know it. So the next product is a concealer that I actually finished up. This is the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum, and I really like this a lot. I did have a shade that was too light for me, so every time I used it I felt it was kind of obvious I had the wrong color concealer on. But it's a really interesting texture. I know that it's called concealer serum, but I don't find this to be very serum-y. Like most products that are called serum foundation, serum this and that, they feel very thin and like serum skincare that just happens to have pigment in it. This feels more like a sticky, thick concealer, not in a bad way. It spreads nicely. It looks super pretty on the skin. I'm sure like the serum that's in here is what helps it look super radiant and nice and just like fresh. It's really nice and pretty. I would buy this again. I liked this quite a bit, but I have a lot of concealers I want to use and ones I like just as much as this, if not more. But I think I would repurchase this in the future, just in a better shade. This is the one I have in the shade Light, I think. Yes, Light, and it was too light for me. But I liked it a lot and I finished it up. The next product on the list is the L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. So this is their serum foundation, and I have made a pretty big dent in it. I'm kind of shocked at how fast I'm using this up. I mean, I did stop using it. I probably haven't used it in a month or two, but I was using it regularly every day since I put up that project pan video, because I was like, I'm gonna finish this up this year. And I think if I continue to focus on it, I will. The only thing with this is that it is too dark for me. I've tried so hard to make this work for me just the way that it is, but it's too dark. It just looks like most of the time you can make shades work even though they're not perfect, but this is just like one of those shades that's like, it doesn't look right. So I do always mix this with something else. And the thing I had been mixing it with is the No. 7 Hydroluminous. No, that's not it. The No. 7 Protect and Perfect All-in-One Foundation. This is another one I feel like I might finish up this year, especially because I've been mixing these together, so I'm using 2 foundations every time I use these. But these mixed together makes the perfect shade match for me, because this one is a little too light, a little too dark, mix them together, perfect. I really like this formula. I think it's really, really good. It looks super pretty on the skin. It wears all day, it's really nice. But I wouldn't buy this again in a million years, because this packaging is so horrible. So horrible. I know Emily Noel bought a pump for hers, but I don't think I should have to go out of my way to make products work. They should just work on their own. For a $20 foundation sold at the drugstore, this packaging is unacceptable. The pump doesn't work either, like it doesn't actually suck anything up. So you gotta kind of just get the stick part and then wipe it on your face. It's kind of weird, then you put it back in and it gets all gunked up here. Unacceptable packaging. So, like the product, but I will not repurchase, and hopefully I can finish it up by the end of the year, because I feel like I've made a pretty good dent in there. So I just went to the video's description box and looked at the products I listed, but then I went back and watched the video so I could take pictures of how full the products were at the beginning. And this was something I mentioned in the video that I forgot to write in the description box, and it's the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector. So I told myself I wanted to just focus on using this up this year and not repurchase it, move on from it as my holy grail concealer, because this is one I've been using for years and years. They did reformulate it. I don't love the reformulation like I thought I did, but this is so good. It's my favorite concealer, at least it used to be. And I haven't used it that much since then. I've reached for it a couple of times here and there, but it's kind of sad that I have fallen out of love with this. And I haven't necessarily fallen out of love with it. I think it's still amazing, but I won't be able to get this one anymore, this formula, this packaging, or anything. So I'm gonna still continue to reach for it here and there throughout the year, but I know this is gonna take me more than that to finish, because I know that if I use this every single day, it'll take me a year to use it, because that's how long it's taken the other ones I've used up, almost exactly a full year with daily use. So with me reaching for this maybe 2 or 3 times a month, it's gonna take 5 years to finish this up, or longer. But I'm gonna try to focus on it. I can't make any promises, but I need to put it like right here front and center. That way I see it all the time, and it'll make more of an effort to focus on it. The next product is the Kiehl's Ginger Leaf and Hibiscus Firming Overnight Mask. This is one of my favorite face masks of all time, and the reason I put it in the project pan is because, not because I want to finish it up, don't get me wrong, I love this, I don't want to finish it up, but I put it in the project pan because I've had it for a long time, and I feel like one day I'm gonna go to use it and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna have turned and I'm gonna regret not using it. This is one of those products that I used in a sample and I loved it so much. I bought the full size, and then once I got the full size, I was like, I can never use it. I can never use it. It was expensive. I like it too much. I don't want it to be gone. It was a whole thing. And this is still around. It's not discontinued. It's not like it fell off the face of the earth and I can't repurchase it. But I just do that with products sometimes. I'm sure some of you guys do as well. You buy something because you wanted to have it, and then you don't feel like you can use it. Like maybe an expensive perfume that you got or you bought for yourself or as a gift. You feel like you should only use it on special occasions, but perfume lasts a really long time. Where am I going with this story? I want to start using this up before it was bad, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I have been using it. I've made a pretty big dent in it. I used it probably 3 to 4 times every week. And oh, that's familiar scent. I just love that scent a lot. This is a very thick, creamy overnight masks. You put it on as your last step. I usually let all of my skincare sink in. I still use a moisturizer and all that. And then a few hours later or a couple hours later, I'll go put this on maybe an hour before bed or so. And it's so good. I feel like when I wake up, my skin just looks like this. Not crazy like that, but it looks super tight. And I like this. I like this so much. So I'm glad I'm getting some use out of it, and I'm glad I'm still enjoying it a lot. But I found that I was using so much that I was like, I gotta put that away. I wanna make it last the whole year, and I want to feel like I'm using it and enjoying it, not just using it because I wanna use it up. You know what I mean? Although I have been enjoying it every single time. And then another product that I threw in, and I just remember this one, I don't remember the video, but I remember saying I want to put this in my project pan, and it's the Kaja, what is it called exactly? I think it's called Bouncy Blush or something like that. This is the shade Bossy. I've had this for a while, definitely over 2 years at this point, and it's a cushion blush, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I absolutely love this thing. But I feel like it's almost out, and I flipped over the cushion multiple times. I've used it a bunch since I've been actively trying to use it up, and I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna be able to finish this one up. I wanna say this has, with everyday use, probably 1 month's worth of blush left in it, but I think it's really pretty. This is one that I would repurchase. I would buy this again in the same shade. I love it so, so much. The color is really, really pretty. And I don't know, I'm not gonna get a lot out of this little sponge here. And I just enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I would buy this again. It works really good with your sponge. I just get my sponge in there and then put it on. And I've also used like a stippling brush, like this one, just get that in there, apply it. I think it's great, beautiful, dewy, dreamy, bouncy, beautiful blush. What am I saying? It has this cute little applicator that doesn't really do anything. It's just cute to have there. It's like a super hard as a rock sponge. But love it so much, would rebuy it, and I know I'm gonna finish that up for sure. All right, that is it. That's my little project pan check-in. Everything's going well, except this. This is a foot moisturizer all the way. But everything else, I feel like I will be able to finish up by the end of the year. And I think if I finish one of these up, I might throw another product into the project pan project, I guess. But since I finished up the concealer, I'm gonna count the blush as like the thing I'm throwing in to replace it. And then if I finish this up, or the foundation or the bronzer, I'll pick something else to throw in and kind of keep like an ongoing project pan. I think that'd be kind of fun. Anyway, that is it. Let me know some products you're trying to pan or stuff you're trying to finish up. I would love to know what they are. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.